This is the trainer power supply. Uh, this is a three-phase power supply. You can see that we have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Incoming power is AC, denoted by this sine wave. But this incoming power supply also has a neutral wire coming in, which gives us the ability to have not only 208 volts three-phase, but we can have available 120 volts AC, normally used as single phase. It can be used as three-phase also. These jacks, the red one, black one, blue one, 1, 2, and 3, and it's neutral. These are fixed voltages, okay? So I can have 208 volts from red to black, okay, or I can have 120 volts from red to white. It is three-phase, so I can use terminal 1 with respect to terminal 2 with respect to terminal 3, and terminal 1 with respect to terminal 3 to get three phases of what we call line voltage. And the neutral, we only have one, but by using it with each one of these, we can get 120 volts. This is a fixed voltage source right here. Now then, we have something that looks the same over here, but if you notice, this one is variable. It will vary from 0 volts up to 120 or 208, depending upon what your choice is. The red, black, and blue terminals work the same way that these do, except the voltage is variable. Now then, how do we get a variable voltage? Well, we use this thing right here. This is called a variac. It is a variable transformer. Okay, you'll notice as I turn it, if you watch this meter, okay, I can run it all the way up to 208 volts. The switch here, this is a selector switch for the meter. Okay, right now it is it's looking at terminal terminal 4 with respect to 5. This is terminal 5 with respect to 6, and this is terminal 6 with respect to 4. If I keep going, I get to see my 120 volt values. This is terminal 4 with respect to neutral, terminal 5 with respect to neutral, terminal 6 with respect to neutral. And I can vary that also. You can see the meter changing. So if I'm down on these three selections here, 1, 2, or 3, one at a time, I can go from 0 volts all the way up to 208 volts. If I go over, now it goes from 0 volts to 120 volts. Okay, the three illuminators here just indicate that I've got voltage on line 1, line 2, line 3 coming into the trainer. Okay. Now then, if I want to, and by the way, let me say this one more time. The squiggly line represents a sinusoidal waveform, which means that these two are AC. Over here, you see I've got a dashed line with a solid line above it, and I also have a negative and a positive. So this is the DC voltage. So terminal 7 with respect to its neutral is 0 to 120 volts and good for 6 amps. This one is fixed, okay? It is only 120 volts. You can't vary it with respect to neutral. This one's variable, this one's fixed. These are variable, these are fixed. circuit breaker. There is circuit breaker protection on this module. Here's the reset button in case you trip it, and we're very happy to have a circuit breaker on this rack. Okay, and this right here, green, as always in the electrical system, is earth ground. And if you look at that symbol where my finger is pointing, that is the symbol for earth ground. That is a safety ground. Now then, I have this final piece here. It's 24 volts, good for 3 amps. Okay, and it is an AC power supply. You can see the illumination. That's off. That's on. Okay, and this voltage is used with some of the instrumentation here and here, so that we can conduct our test as necessary. So what you're looking at is a power supply, 3-phase, line 1, line 2, and line 3. Input voltage is 208 volts, AC, 3-phase. Output is you can get 120 to 208 fixed, or you can get 0, in other words, a variable voltage off of this section right here. This small section is a DC voltage. It is variable. You can look at that. It says 0 to 120 volts, 8 amps, positive and negative. This is 120 volts DC, 2 amps, positive to negative. And if you don't know this or didn't know this already, this sign right here, this symbol, is the symbol for DC voltage.